John Kennedy just destroys Nancy Pelosi on live TV. Her face said it all. Nancy Pelosi, a giant in American politics, walked into the Fox News studio with the unshakable confidence of someone who'd mastered Washington's complex landscape for over 3 decades. She believed she could lecture on public service without facing tough pushback. What unfolded wasn't just a debate. It was a masterclass in accountability delivered by Louisiana's sharp-witted Senator John Neely Kennedy. With his folksy charm, razor-sharp logic, and commitment to plain-spoken truth, Kennedy turned a routine discussion into a moment of clarity that would resonate in political discourse for years. This wasn't about party lines. It was about entrenched habits versus core principles, polished procedure versus genuine service entitlement versus humility. When the exchange concluded, only one stood tall, grounded in reason and trust. The stage was set for a Fox News special on public service and ethics hosted by Jesse Waters. The topic promised a straightforward conversation about veterans' issues and the integrity of democratic institutions. Instead, it became a defining moment in televised political dialogue. Pelosi entered with her full entourage, staff, security, the complete Washington treatment. Her tailored suit, impeccable presentation, and commanding presence reflected her storied career over 30 years in Congress, the first woman Speaker of the House twice, and a key architect of major legislative efforts. She was accustomed to deferential interviews and softball questions, her reputation as a political powerhouse preceding her. Tonight, she would face something entirely different. Across from her stood John Kennedy, the Republican senator from Louisiana, known for his down-to-earth demeanor and ability to distill complex issues into relatable truths. He walked in alone, shaking hands with audience members, his simple professional attire reflecting a man more comfortable in a community town hall than a polished studio green room. The contrast was deliberate, and striking Pelosi's entourage and high-powered aura versus Kennedy's unassuming sincerity and Southern warmth. The audience, veterans, policy scholars, and political analysts had no inkling they were about to witness a historic exchange. Pelosi expected to educate her opponent on the intricacies of government. Kennedy, armed with carefully prepared facts and a commitment to principle, was ready to challenge her narrative with clarity. Jesse Waters opened with a seemingly gentle question about leadership and service. Unaware, he'd ignited a spark that would light up the political landscape. "Jesse, thank you for having me." Pelosi began adjusting her signature glasses with practiced poise. It's critical to discuss the vital connection between leaders and the people they serve. I've had the privilege of serving this nation for over 30 years in Congress, breaking barriers as the first woman Speaker of the House twice. I've worked alongside multiple administrations, negotiated with global leaders, and guided our legislative body through some of the most challenging crises, economic downturns, public health emergencies, and more. Her voice carried the weight of seasoned authority, a tone honed over decades. True leadership requires mastering the intricate machinery of government understanding, every rule, every vote count, and knowing precisely when and how to deploy them to achieve results that benefit the American people. The audience nodded approvingly, recognizing the Pelosi they expected, confident, accomplished, and firmly in control of both the room and the narrative. Kennedy sat quietly across the table, jotting occasional notes, his calm demeanor unwavering. He wasn't swayed by the performance, and his steady presence subtly shifted the room's energy. When Waters turned to him, Kennedy paused deliberately, letting the silence build anticipation, ensuring every ear was tuned in. "Jesse, I deeply respect Congresswoman Pelosi's long record of service," he said, his southern drawl warm yet deliberate, drawing the audience in. "And I certainly value her expertise with the system's ins and outs. She's got a wealth of experience navigating Washington." He leaned back, slightly relaxed,